Hello everyone, welcome to Ted's Nerd World. I am Ted. I hope you're doing well, and I want to thank you for joining me today because we are going to finish this Thrawn series. This is issue number 6, and the videos are split into part 1 and part 2, but I'm going to watch them both, so you can feel free to sit here and watch them both with me, or you can pause it in the middle and come back and finish it later, whatever you would like to do. But I'm going to get to it, because the last we saw Thrawn, he finally tracked down Night Swan and was able to start trying to arrange a face-to-face meeting with them. So let's get to it and see how Thrawn's going to take care of this menace to the Empire, all right? Here we go. Sorry if that bothers you. Banto's log. This is just so cool, animated like that. I mean, they didn't know what to do. They just came up with that on their own. That's so cool. Commander Eli Banto. Stigny. Okay. Assist and advise Admiral Thrawn to ensure his rise in the Imperial Navy. He's done a good job so far. He's gotten Thrawn on up there.
I expected you would wait until my arrival, Night Swan.
I got bored, Admiral Thrawn. Besides, I was curious to see if you told me the truth about coming alone.
You are no use to me, dead or captured.
So you said, though I like to point out that I was the one who saved your life during the Drometer hijacking. I persuaded Angel to take that buzz droid back aboard his ship. I suspected you had a plan for it.
Thank you. Allow me to point out that, had you not, I had a second droid already moored to the hull.
Ah,
Nice.
Of course you did. So much for playing the card of appealing to your sense of obligation.
I find obligations are not a stable basis for a relationship. Perhaps it is different in the mining guild.
Not really. How did you know about the guild?
You noticed the disappearance of Dunium more quickly than one not familiar with the metal marketplace. I presume you saw the confusion in the Empire's metal markets and broke from the guild to manipulate it for your own gain.
In part, I worked with citizens who had been hurt by the Empire and couldn't afford the justice they deserved. Smuggling metals like Dunium was the most efficient way to generate that money for all of us. For a while I straddled the line, mostly helping innocents, working with occasional insurgents. But then I started hearing rumors. Something nasty the Empire was up to out in the middle of nowhere. The project that was sucking up all the Dunium, Iridium, and other metals being yanked out of the markets. I heard about whole planets being strip-mined, private operations being taken over by the Empire. I started getting curious. Sometimes it's a very bad thing to be curious.
It is never wrong to be curious, but it can sometimes be dangerous. This project you seek, I too have become interested in what the Empire has planned.
What I don't understand is why you still serve the Empire. Can't you see the evil you're helping to perpetuate?
There are things in this galaxy far more evil than the Empire, and far more dangerous to all living beings. I sought out the Empire to discover if they would serve better as allies, or as easier prey than my people.
I dug to get your Royal Imperial Academy records.
Just know what's
The
out
story
there.
I heard was that you were rescued
Outer
from
Rim.
exile.
It was intended to so appear, but that was not the reality. The
Oh, he let
encampment
himself.
was designed to appear as if I had been abandoned by my fellow Chiss for years. In truth, I was only there a few months. The plan was to lure an Imperial ship to the planet, use my tactical skills to slip aboard, and be taken to Coruscant. I had hoped merely to persuade the Emperor to allow me to study the Empire's political and military structure. His offer to make me an officer in the Imperial Navy gave me the opportunity to learn much more.
I'm afraid that uniform has blinded you to reality. Especially if you think I would abandon my people and my cause and join you in your fight for a better empire.
You are correct in that I asked you here because I wish to offer you a position. But after your activities, you would never be accepted by the Navy. The role I have in mind for you is not with the Empire, but with the Chiss Ascendancy.
You're kidding. All of them?
That
All
was
of
fun.
them. And if I find that other box before you drag us out of here, there'll be 10 more. They're the records of your childhood, Arinda. Your life, everything up until you left for Coruscant. You've got 15 minutes, and don't forget to grab some of your own.
There you are, Price. And here I thought you'd be at the hospital. Your mother being deathly ill and all.
We had her put her feet up, and she started feeling better, Agent Gudry. I figured since we were here, I'd get them ready to evacuate.
Sorry, sweetheart. This isn't a rescue mission. It's a search and destroy. Luckily for the Empire, I didn't need you. I have an explosives cache and the shield generator, both set to my comm channel and ready to blow.
We can still take my parents with us. They won't slow us down.
No. A party draws attention we can't afford.
I'm a governor.
I've got the blaster.
What?
Uh-oh.
I'm not leaving without them.
Let him die here with the rest of these outer rim freaks.
Ooh.
Arinda!
Good
What?
shot.
He was going to leave you and father behind. Get your bags, we're leaving now.
Good job.
You what? Admiral, that's crazy.
Is a human among the Chiss more implausible than a Chiss among humans? It would offer you the chance to stand against forces far more evil than you face now.
And what of the people fighting your lesser evil right now? What would happen to them?
The people of Baton are Imperial resources. A wise commander never wastes resources without need. If the insurgents disperse, leaving their weapons behind, this will be the end.
Until you leave. Even if Governor Restos honored your deal, it still wouldn't last. The injustices against the people are too great. The arrogance of those in power too deep. Sooner or later they would rise up again. Only this time they would have no one to lead them. They would be cut down like grain in a field. Their voices silenced before they were ever heard.
So you will stay?
Perhaps we ultimately seek the same end, but we see vastly different roads to that end. I have no choice. We have the same sense of duty, Admiral Thrawn. Good evening, Admiral, and thank you for your time. We've been distant adversaries for a long time. My curiosity is now satisfied.
Is it? There is still the matter of the Empire's new project. If I were to aid you in your search for answers, would it persuade you to join me?
What exactly do you know?
I have no direct knowledge, but I too have gathered some of the pieces of the puzzle to myself. I may also know where the main worksite is located.
And if you find it, what then? What do you do? You serve the Empire, and this project, whatever it is, represents a great deal of Imperial resources.
I do indeed serve the Empire, but I also serve the causes of the Chiss Ascendancy. If I deem this project to be a threat against my people, I might find it necessary to reconsider my path.
On one hand, we have a puzzle, and a fear of what the Empire is planning. On the other hand, I have real flesh-and-blood people to protect in the here and now. I'm sorry.
I have read about the Night Swan, how it sings only as night is falling. If you do not expect your stand to succeed, why not come with me now?
A man must do what he must, Admiral Thrawn. Even if his stand is against the fall of eternal night.
Insurgent Guard. Let me
Good
do
luck
the
with that,
talking.
buddy.
Halt! Where do you think you're going?
I need to get my parents out of here. Mother's not well. I need to get her to...
Let's see some IDs. All of you.
That won't be necessary. I'm Talmor Price.
What happened to... You must have caught some shrapnel. Come on.
Nice.
Inform the ground commanders that they are to ready their troops. If we have not heard from Governor Price and Agent Goodry by then, we will assume their mission has failed. We will proceed accordingly.
Yes, sir.
Prepare the Chimera for combat, Commander Farrow. I expect enemy forces to appear shortly.
Yes, sir.
The shipping records we obtained from the captured base indicate 30 mid-sized ships. They could be...
Incoming. 10 ships on Vector 110 by 80. Baton insurgents. 2 more groups incoming. 11 vessels each. Admiral, they're targeting the cruisers.
I see them.
Then do something, Thrawn. Those cruisers are defenseless, and once those ships cut their way through them, the Chimera will be alone and outnumbered.
Signal the ground commanders. The units on the west and north may open fire on the Creek Path insurgents, but they are to remain in position until the shield is down, or until I give further orders.
Yes, sir. Sir, the ships?
Yes, Commander, the ships. Let us now discover how well I have read our opponent.
And whether we're about to die.
Yes.
Okay.
And whether we are about to die.
I'm not following close enough, I guess. Okay, well, that was it. That was awesome. That was part 1. I'm just going to go straight to part 2. So if you'd like to leave now, thank you for joining me. If you're going to stick around and go to the next one, here we go.
Previously on Thrawn.
I work with citizens who'd been hurt by the Empire and couldn't afford the
A
justice
voice
they
actor is
deserved.
just great.
But
All
then I
these are
started
just
hearing
awesome.
rumors.
Just so well
Something
done.
nasty
I
the Empire was
know I
up to
say
out
it all
in
the
middle of
time,
nowhere.
but the
I,
voice
too, have
acting
become interested in
and the
what
music
Empire has
and the
planned.
sound effects and the
There are
timing, the
things in
editing of this.
galaxy far
Look out,
more
look at this.
evil
This is
than
just
the
so well
Empire.
done. This is
I
awesome.
sought out the Empire to discover if they
This
would
is
see
not the
better
same
as
layout that
allies,
it's in the comic
or
book
as easier
and the
prey
way they're
than
bringing them
might.
in, and I'm
You
not
are
sure if I'm a
correct in
fan
that
of
I asked you here
the
because
text
I wish to
appearing
offer you a
as they
position.
talk. I
The
don't
role I have
know
in
if I
mind
would
for
like it
you
there
is not with
already
the
or not.
Empire,
But
with the Chiss
I
ascendancy.
got no real complaints. This is
Perhaps we
awesome. I
ultimately
love
seek the
this.
same end.
I've
We
been
see
saying this
vastly
on
different
other
roads
channels,
to
going
that
out there
end.
trying to spread the
I'm
word
sorry.
too. So trying to
There
get more
you
people
are,
to see this
Price.
stuff.
And here I thought you'd be at the hospital. Your mother being deathly ill and all.
We can still
All
take
right,
my
here we
parents
go.
with us.
Sorry, sweetheart. This isn't
He's
a
trying to
rescue
get her
mission.
parents off the planet.
Get your bags. We're leaving now.
Your 3 light cruisers are not only too far from your flagship, but too far from one another. You should keep an eye on things. I'm not sure how clearly Thrawn's thinking.
Those cruisers are defenseless, and once those ships cut their way through them, the Chimera will be alone and outnumbered. Sir, the ships?
Yes, Commander, the ships. Let us now discover how well I have read our opponent.
And whether we're about to die.
Yes, and whether we are about to die.
What's in that bottom panel there? It's covered up.
I'm Arinda Price.
Oh, okay.
I'm here on special
was gonna be something
assignment from
different.
Colonel Yularen. We need transport off-planet.
Governor Arinda Price? Oh, about time we heard from you. The Colonel's been worried. You better give him a call. The team's already gone in.
What team?
The rescue team. Heading to your parents' house. These them?
Yes, these are my parents.
Wasn't there supposed to be someone with you?
We got separated. Where's your HQ? I need to get my parents some proper care.
We'll get you to HQ right away, Governor. The rescue team can take the last transport out.
What in the world?
Listen to the
Why
sound
aren't they
effects.
firing?
So cool.
The attackers were never going to fire on defenseless cruisers, Commander Farrow. Remember, we face Night Swan, the same man who insisted that the Dromedar's crew be held captive by pirates who wanted to kill them.
You knew he would never order his forces to fire on ships that could not fire back.
And now that they're drawn out, you'll send the cruisers away? So we can finally fight back?
I am not sending them away. Patience, Commander.
Admiral, are those?
They are indeed, Commander. TIE fighters, a full squadron in each cruiser. Courtesy of the Judicator, brought into the Baton system concealed inside the repair barges.
Nice.
waiting for the attacking ships to pass them by.
Yes. And now, thanks to Night Swan's strategy, they are perfectly positioned behind their targets.
Damn. Nice.
This is the Price residence. Agent Goudry. He's been.
Oops.
I saw some horrendous things during the Clone Wars. This ranks right up there with the worst of them. As you can see, the number of civilian deaths far exceeded the number of insurgents killed.
Governor Price, you are the only one of us who was in Creekpath before it was destroyed. You do not know how the explosives came to be detonated before the planetary shield generator.
I went to my parents' house to get them ready to leave. We waited there for Agent Goudry. He didn't return by the time we'd agreed on, so we left. I can only assume he was trapped by the insurgents.
Never
he must
saw
have
him.
triggered the
Yeah.
charges rather than allow them to take him alive.
The Senate has already ordered a full inquiry, but I doubt their investigation will find anything useful. The inner section of the complex where the explosions took place was reduced pretty much to dust.
Yeah, I would think
Your
so.
report, Colonel, said that the death of Night Swan was confirmed.
Yes, sir. His body was found and identified in one of the outer areas, where the damage from the explosion was less severe.
Overall, the Emperor is pleased with the outcome. Very pleased indeed. I expect he'll find a tangible way to show his thanks.
Governor Price, a word with you in private, if I may.
A question, Admiral?
A statement, Governor.
No. That's not how you bring an accusation against a powerful member of the Imperial government. For all your tactical skill, Admiral, you still don't know the first thing about dealing with politicians.
Do I not?
No. Your entire career has been one of military triumphs and political bumps. Every one of those bumps has required someone with political skill to get you out of it. You clearly suspect me of knowing more about what happened on Baton. Fine, suspect away. But don't lose track of the fact that you need me.
In what way?
To smooth out your future political bumps. And trust me, there will be more bumps. You're a successful admiral. That makes you a target for people who want some of your power for themselves.
People such as you?
At least you've learned some political lessons. But no, I don't want to take your power away. I merely want to direct it along a line that will do us both the most good. The fact is, I have an insurgent situation on Lothal.
Nice.
I've had some discussions with Grand Moff Tarkin. He's not happy that our local rebels are hitting other places in the region. He wants me to find a solution.
That's the crew from
I
Rebels, if
think
anybody
that
wasn't
solution
aware.
is you.
And the benefit of this assistance would be your political guidance.
If that isn't valuable enough, consider the gain to your prestige from another victory or two. My sources tell me the 7th is going to need a new fleet admiral soon. They're sent to all the major conflicts. Do you think there's anyone else in the Imperial Navy who cares as much about limiting casualties as you?
You make interesting points. I will consider your proposal.
Do that. In the meantime, go have your meeting with the Emperor. Smile and thank him for whatever accolades or trinkets he heaps on you.
Nice, I like that.
Congratulations, Grand Admiral.
Grand
An excellent
Admiral.
day for you. An
Make
excellent
Grand Admiral
day for my
quick.
empire.
Is that...
Well, I fear many will not see it in that way.
I will endeavor to set their hearts and minds at ease. But I must first calm my own heart and mind.
Must you now? Very well. Speak your mind, Grand Admiral.
Tell me about the Death Star.
When and how did you hear of that project?
I learned the name from unguarded dispatches. I deduced the size and power from resource allocations. I now wish to learn from you its purpose.
Your thoughts are laid bare, Mitth'raw'nuruodo. Allow me to allay your fears. I have no designs against the Chiss, nor do I begrudge you the defense of your people.
I would also warn against diverting too many of the Empire's resources from a flexible navy. Massive projects such as this can bring the Imperial presence to only one system at a time.
There will soon be no need to spread the Imperial presence across the galaxy. Once the Death Star is fully operational, its very existence will suppress all opposition. And so... good. Ah, Lord Vader. Come join us. I don't believe you have met Darth Vader, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
I greet you, Lord Vader. I have heard a great deal about you. I am pleased we have finally met.
As am I.
Thrawn knows who he is.
Ngongai, Ngonga ila vanto. Ngolithe kono omombongilio ivilia Mitth'raw'nuruodo. Akule we akatho ngonga se ngoso benzo se ke kala o akafeke mezi chis.
Soyekwe makile a elevanto. Eki sofandi ndewuni a mei konosoli.
Nice. Very cool. Is that the end of that's the end of the series? Huh. Very nice. So now Thrawn is aware of the Death Star, and he's been assured that it is not going to be used against the Chiss. So he's sending Vanto to the Chiss ascendancy. This seems like it's setting up for another whole series. There must be another series of Thrawn. I think there is, but I didn't think it was, because I thought I saw something, but I didn't think it was like the same series. But I guess, you know, it's got Thrawn, so okay, whatever. I guess we'll find out. So come back later and find out if I know what I'm talking about or not. All right, that was very, very cool. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you really enjoyed that Thrawn story, because we're going to be getting more of Thrawn coming very soon in the Ahsoka series. The Ahsoka preview was just released a couple of days ago. I can't remember if the official one was released or not. Yeah, I think it was, but yeah, there's been lots of leaked ones where they show Thrawn. And he looks great. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Ahsoka. Ahsoka is my last hope for Star Wars, because once Lucasfilm finishes with probably Ahsoka and The Mandalorian, they should be done with like George Lucas Star Wars. They've pretty much made up their own crap, and they're going to be doing their own stories from there, and they're going to make up their own crap that came before it, and their own crap everywhere else, so Disney can just make up crap everywhere. After they finish with all the Lucas stuff, I think I'll pretty much be able to just check out and ignore Star Wars news after that. So here's hoping it turns good and something happens, but I'm not holding out hope, even though these comics are very cool, very awesome. I really wish they would do a movie or a TV series like this, but there you go. Anyway, thanks again for joining me. I am Ted from Ted's Nerd World. Please leave a comment below, click that like button, click subscribe button, click that bell for notifications, and until next time, you take care, all right? Thanks. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy my videos, please click that like button, leave a comment below, and make sure you're subscribed so you can get notifications of all my future content. All of you are so great, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care.